Fibers in fabric usually have a specific direction, especially when the fabric is fluffy. This is often called the nap of the fur. When you make a plush animal, it's important to pay attention to that direction so it runs consistently across all pieces and you don't get any sudden changes between pattern pieces. This way, your plushie will look more natural and feels nicer to hold. Let's take a look at how you can set the fur direction in Plushify while designing your plushie pattern. Here I have Plushify open with my orca model. I've already assigned some fabric colors and added the markings for the eyes. If we go to the pattern section, we can take a closer look at the individual pattern pieces that make up the plushie. Let's start with the piece for the side of the body. When we move the mouse over it, a small red dot appears. This dot is synced between the 2D pattern preview and the 3D model. You can move the mouse over either one and see how the 2D pattern corresponds to the 3D shape. To set the fur direction, press the mouse button near the front of the piece and drag the mouse toward the back, then release. The arrow shows the direction the fur will run. Now that we have set the fur direction, the 3D preview displays small arrows across the model. These help us see how the fabric snap aligns across the plushie, which is especially useful for large or complex pattern pieces. Besides setting the fur direction on the 2D pattern preview, you can also set it directly on the 3D model. To do that, click the fur direction button and then perform the same front-to-back dragging motion for each piece, this time on the 3D model itself. I like to think of it as gently stroking the virtual plushie in the direction of the fur. While you're dragging, the camera will stay still so it doesn't interfere with setting the direction. If you want to move the camera, start your click outside the model or leave the fur direction mode by clicking the button again. You can also quickly toggle the fur direction mode by holding the Control key on your keyboard. It's good practice to set the fur direction for all pieces of your pattern. Once you've done that, each printed pattern piece will include a marker showing the direction of the fabric nap. If your fabric has stretch, it usually runs perpendicular to the fur direction. This helps you align the pattern pieces correctly when cutting your fabric. The fur direction is also used when calculating how much fabric you will need. In the size section, you can preview a cutting layout for each fabric. This layout respects the fur direction you've set, so it gives you a more accurate estimate. Finally, you can also preview how your plushie will look with fluffy fabrics. In the fabric section, you can adjust fur length and the simulated fur will follow the direction we set earlier. This gives you a much more realistic preview of the finished plushie. If you'd like to learn more about simulating fur and the different fabric settings, check out this video next. I hope this feature helps you get the alignment of your pattern pieces just right. Keep creating and see you next time.